Quinton, who played former NFL offensive lineman Michael Orr, was rushed to the hospital January 22nd after he lost feeling in his legs and fell while walking up the stairs.
On January 22nd, 2026, news of Quinton Aaron's health condition took the public by surprise. According to TMZ and confirmation from his family, the actor was rushed to a hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, in critical condition. Doctors later confirmed that he was suffering from a severe blood infection. During the initial stage of treatment, Aaron was placed on life support to help sustain his vital bodily functions. The news quickly spread across the media and social platforms, sparking widespread concern among fans and fellow actors. Once widely known for portraying strength and resilience on screen, the revelation that he was now confined to a hospital bed left many deeply shaken and saddened. The initial incident leading to hospitalization. The incident that led to Quinton Aaron's hospitalization occurred on January 22nd, 2026, at the apartment where he lives in Atlanta, Georgia, according to information shared by his manager and his wife, Margarita Aaron. The situation unfolded very quickly and without any clear warning signs. At the time, Aaron was walking up the stairs in his apartment when he suddenly lost all feeling in his legs. He was unable to control his body, lost his balance, and collapsed to the floor. After the fall, he lost consciousness. People who were present immediately called emergency services when they realized that Aaron's condition was abnormal. The sudden loss of sensation in his legs, without any obvious pain beforehand, raised serious concern that this was not a simple accident. According to his wife, when he was found, Aaron did not respond when his name was called and was unable to stand on his own. These were clear signs that his physical and neurological condition was in serious distress. An ambulance arrived shortly afterward and transported Aaron to the nearest hospital in Atlanta. In the emergency room, doctors carried out a series of urgent tests, including blood work and diagnostic imaging. The initial results showed that he was suffering from a severe blood infection. According to reports from TMZ and information posted on the family's GoFundMe page, the infection progressed rapidly and directly affected his mobility and level of consciousness. Doctors were forced to admit Aaron to the intensive care unit and place him on life support equipment to stabilize his basic bodily functions. The incident was considered completely unexpected, especially in light of Quinton Aaron's recent activities. Prior to his hospitalization, he had remained active on social media, regularly posting humorous videos and sharing updates about auditions and physical training. His schedule suggested that he had been quite busy and may have been under both physical and mental strain. High-intensity workouts combined with frequent auditions may have pushed his body into a state of prolonged fatigue. In addition, living and working independently in Atlanta while maintaining an active career and online presence may have caused early warning signs to go unnoticed. His family stated that Aaron had not complained of any serious health problems beforehand, which made the incident on January 22, 2026, an even greater shock to his loved ones and the public. Diagnosis and current health condition. After being admitted to the hospital on January 22, 2026, in Atlanta, doctors determined that Quinton Aaron was suffering from a severe blood infection. This diagnosis was confirmed through updates shared by his family and reported by the media. A blood infection occurs when bacteria enter the bloodstream and spread throughout the body. When it becomes severe, the body may react strongly, leading to breathing difficulties, low blood pressure, and stress on major organs. If treatment is delayed, the condition can develop into septic shock, which can be life-threatening. In Aaron's case, his condition was described as critical in the early stages. Doctors placed him on life support equipment to help his body maintain essential functions. This step is usually taken when the body needs assistance to breathe properly or to keep vital signs stable. His family explained that medical staff have been monitoring him closely, adjusting treatment daily, and focusing first on controlling the infection before moving forward with additional procedures. During further examinations, doctors identified another medical issue that may help explain the sudden loss of feeling in his legs. According to updates from his wife, Margarita Aaron, Aaron was found to have a rare cyst on his spine. This discovery is significant because a spinal cyst can press on nerves or the spinal cord. When that happens, it may cause numbness, weakness, balance problems, or difficulty walking. At this stage, doctors are still evaluating whether the cyst is benign and how much it is affecting his mobility. There is also a possibility that Aaron may need back surgery. This option is being carefully considered and has not been decided yet. Surgery could help relieve pressure on the nerves and improve his chances of regaining strength and movement in his legs. However, spinal surgery also carries risks and usually requires a long recovery period with physical therapy. Because Aaron is currently recovering from a serious infection, doctors need to make sure his condition is stable before any surgical intervention can take place. As of January 29, 2026, Quinton Aaron has been hospitalized for approximately 7 to 8 days. His condition is still serious, but doctors have described it as stable. Stability means that his vital signs are no longer worsening and that his body is responding to treatment. Even so, patients with severe blood infections must be monitored very closely, as their condition can change quickly. Aaron's medical history is also part of the overall picture. He has previously been reported to have heart failure and diabetes, both of which can make recovery more challenging. Diabetes can weaken the immune system, while heart conditions can add stress to the body during serious infections. In addition, Aaron has gone through major physical changes in the past, including a period in which he lost more than 100 pounds. Significant weight changes can place added strain on the body, especially during illness. Overall, Quinton Aaron's current health situation centers on two major concerns: the severe blood infection and the rare spinal cyst. The immediate priority has been controlling the infection and supporting his body through this critical phase. At the same time, doctors continue to monitor his neurological condition and assess the best path forward for his recovery. While the situation remains serious, the fact that his condition has stabilized offers cautious hope for the days ahead. Positive updates and progress in treatment. By January 26, 2026, several encouraging signs began to emerge in Quinton Aaron's recovery. These updates were shared by his family and quickly brought a sense of cautious relief to those following his condition. One of the most meaningful changes was that Aaron was able to open his eyes and respond to people around him. Although these actions may seem small, they were important indicators that his body and nervous system were beginning to recover from the most critical phase. Around the same time, Aaron was seen raising his thumb in a thumbs-up gesture when spoken to. This simple movement showed that he was able to understand what was being said and respond intentionally. His wife later confirmed that he had also begun to regain some sensation in his legs, a development that directly addressed one of the most frightening symptoms from the day of his collapse. In addition, doctors noted that Aaron was able to breathe partially on his own, reducing his reliance on life support equipment, while he still required medical assistance. This shift marked a clear step forward. Aaron's treatment plan during this period remained focused and carefully managed. Doctors continued administering strong antibiotics to control and eliminate the blood infection. This process requires time, as the body needs to respond gradually while doctors monitor for complications. At the same time, specialists closely observed the spinal cyst, using imaging and neurological checks to track any changes. Decisions regarding possible back surgery were postponed until Aaron's overall condition became more stable. His wife emphasized that the medical team was proceeding step by step, without rushing into high-risk procedures. Margarita Aaron shared several brief but reassuring updates with the public. She stated that he is improving significantly every day and described her husband as fighting hard through the recovery process. These words reflected both the medical progress and Aaron's personal determination. Family members also noted that his responsiveness improved gradually rather than all at once, which doctors described as a normal pattern after a severe infection. Despite these positive signs, the recovery process has not been without challenges. Some of Aaron's movements were described as inconsistent, particularly in his fingers and hands. At times, he could respond clearly, while at other moments his movements appeared weaker or delayed. Doctors explained that this fluctuation is common in patients recovering from serious infections and neurological stress. It does not necessarily indicate a setback, but it does mean that progress must be evaluated carefully over time. Looking ahead, medical staff have already discussed the need for intensive physical therapy once Aaron is strong enough. Regaining muscle strength, balance, and coordination may take weeks or months. There is also the possibility that Aaron may need to use a wheelchair temporarily during early rehabilitation. His family has acknowledged this possibility and expressed readiness to support him through every stage of recovery. Cases like Aaron's are not unique, though they are always serious. Other public figures have previously survived severe blood infections after long hospital stays and rehabilitation. These examples are often cited by doctors to show that recovery is possible, even if it takes time and patience. Outcomes vary from person to person, but early signs of responsiveness and stability are generally viewed as positive indicators. Overall, the updates since January 26, 2026 suggest that Quinton Aaron has moved past the most dangerous phase of his illness. His condition remains serious, but the combination of medical treatment, gradual physical responses, and steady monitoring has created a more hopeful outlook. While many challenges still lie ahead, these early improvements have given his family, friends, and supporters renewed confidence in his path toward recovery. Medical and financial burdens and support through GoFundMe, alongside the serious medical challenges. Quinton Aaron and his family are also facing a significant financial burden. A prolonged hospital stay in intensive care, the use of life support equipment, continuous testing, and specialized treatment all come with very high costs. These expenses can accumulate quickly, especially when care extends over several weeks. In addition to hospital bills, there are ongoing daily living costs that continue even while Aaron is unable to work. The uncertainty surrounding his recovery adds another layer of difficulty. Doctors have made it clear that even after the immediate infection is fully controlled, Aaron will likely need long-term physical therapy. Rehabilitation may involve multiple sessions each week, specialized equipment, and possible home care support. The length of this recovery process cannot yet be predicted. For the family, this means preparing for months of medical-related expenses without a clear timeline for when normal routines can resume. In response to these challenges, a GoFundMe campaign was launched by the Veterans Aid Network to help support Aaron and his family, according to information published on the fundraising page. The campaign had raised approximately $37,817 as of January 27, 2026. The description on the page explains that the family is facing both emotional and financial strain as they navigate this unexpected health crisis. The fundraiser was created to ease the pressure and allow the family to focus fully on Aaron's recovery. The funds raised through GoFundMe are intended to help cover a range of needs. These include medical bills not fully covered by insurance, rehabilitation and physical therapy costs, and basic living expenses during the recovery period. Contributions also help provide peace of mind, knowing that essential care and support can continue without interruption. Supporters are able to donate directly through the GoFundMe platform, where updates from the family are also shared to keep donors informed. This health emergency has also had a direct impact on Quinton Aaron's professional life. Prior to his hospitalization, he had been actively attending auditions and pursuing new acting opportunities. Those plans were suddenly put on hold. Auditions, meetings, and potential projects have all been interrupted, removing a key source of income during a time of increased expenses. For actors, especially those working independently, such disruptions can have lasting financial effects. The situation highlights the importance of community support in moments like this. While Aaron is widely recognized for his work on screen, his current circumstances reflect challenges faced by many individuals dealing with sudden illness. The response from fans and supporters through the GoFundMe campaign shows how collective action can make a meaningful difference. Each contribution, regardless of size, helps reduce financial stress and allows the family to concentrate on what matters most. Quinton Aaron's health and recovery. Reactions from family, friends, the community, and fans. Throughout Quinton Aaron's hospitalization, his family has remained the primary source of updates and emotional strength. His wife, Margarita Aaron, has spoken publicly with calm and restraint, choosing words that reflect both concern and hope. In one update, she described her husband as a fighter, emphasizing that he continues to show strength even during his most difficult moments. She also shared that faith and prayer have played an important role for their family during this time. According to her, they are taking the situation day by day, trusting the medical team while holding on to hope for steady improvement. Margarita's messages have focused less on fear and more on resilience. She has repeatedly thanked doctors, nurses, and supporters for their care and encouragement. By sharing limited but meaningful updates, she has helped ease public concern while maintaining the family's privacy. Her steady tone has reassured many followers that, despite the seriousness of the situation, Aaron is not facing it alone. Support has also come from friends and colleagues within the film industry. One of the most notable responses came from Jay Head, who played S.J. Twohy in The Blind Side, in an Instagram post. Head referred to Quinton Aaron as his close friend and asked followers to keep him in their prayers. The message reflected a personal bond formed during the film and highlighted the lasting connections created through their shared work. The post received wide engagement, with many fans echoing the call for prayers and positive thoughts, while Sandra Bullock, Aaron's co-star in The Blind Side, has not made a public statement as of late January 2026. Reports suggest that she is aware of the situation and deeply concerned. Her silence has been interpreted by many as a choice to respect the family's privacy rather than a lack of care. Fans have frequently mentioned her name in online discussions, recalling the impact of their on-screen partnership and the real-life story behind the film, beyond family and colleagues. The broader community of fans has shown strong support across social media platforms, particularly on X, formerly Twitter. Many posts reference The Blind Side and its message of perseverance, kindness, and second chances. Fans have shared messages wishing Aaron strength and recovery, often connecting his current struggle to the themes of resilience portrayed in the film. These messages reflect how deeply the story resonated with audiences and how that connection continues years later. On a wider level, Aaron's health crisis has also sparked renewed conversations about health awareness among public figures. Similar situations involving other celebrities have led to campaigns encouraging early checkups, attention to warning signs, and openness about health challenges. While each case is unique, such moments often remind the public that serious illness can affect anyone, regardless of fame or perceived strength. In Quinton Aaron's case, the response from family, friends, and fans has formed a strong network of support. This collective reaction underscores not only his impact as an actor, but also the human connection that continues beyond the screen. Related health history and recovery outlook. Quinton Aaron's current health condition cannot be fully understood without looking at his health history, particularly the physical demands he placed on his body earlier in his career, during and after The Blind Side. Aaron went through an intense period of weight change. Reports have noted that he followed a strict routine, training 4 to 5 hours a day, 7 days a week, in order to lose weight for his role and future opportunities. Over time, he lost more than 100 pounds, a major transformation that required extreme discipline and physical effort. While this weight loss was widely praised, such drastic changes can place long-term stress on the body. According to previous interviews and reports, Aaron later faced health issues including heart failure and diabetes. These conditions can develop or worsen when the body undergoes repeated strain over long periods. Managing both heart health and blood sugar levels requires ongoing medical care, and any sudden illness can become more complicated when these underlying conditions are present. Aaron's physical build has also been a contributing factor. Standing well over 6 feet tall and carrying significant body mass for much of his life, his joints, spine, and cardiovascular system have endured continuous pressure. Combined with high-intensity workouts and a demanding lifestyle, this may have increased his vulnerability to serious medical events, although none of these factors alone explain his recent crisis. Together, they help clarify why his body may have struggled when faced with a severe infection. Despite these challenges, the outlook for recovery remains cautiously hopeful. The positive signs observed since late January, such as improved awareness, partial independent breathing, and returning sensation in his legs, suggest that his body is responding to treatment. Doctors and family members have stressed that recovery will not be quick. There may be a need for surgery, followed by months of physical therapy and rehabilitation. Progress is expected to be gradual, measured in small improvements rather than sudden changes, based on statements from his wife. The family remains optimistic that Aaron will eventually regain enough strength to resume daily activities. Returning to acting or professional commitments will depend on his physical recovery and medical advice. For now, the focus remains on healing, rebuilding strength, and preventing further complications. Any return to work is expected to come only after full medical clearance. Aaron's situation also highlights an important lesson for public figures and the wider public alike. Fame and physical appearance often create the impression of strength and resilience, but they do not protect against illness. Regular medical checkups, early attention to symptoms, and balanced training routines are essential, especially for individuals with demanding careers. For actors and athletes, long-term health planning can be just as important as professional success. In the case of Quinton Aaron, his journey underscores both the cost of pushing the body to its limits and the importance of listening to medical warning signs. While the road ahead may be long, the combination of medical care, family support, and gradual rehabilitation provides a realistic and hopeful path toward recovery. Conclusion. Quinton Aaron's health crisis, which began suddenly on January 22, 2026, has been a serious and emotional journey for his family, friends, and supporters. He was hospitalized in critical condition due to a severe blood infection and required life support equipment in the early stages of treatment. Doctors later identified a rare spinal cyst that may have contributed to the sudden loss of sensation in his legs. Over the course of his hospital stay, Aaron has remained in serious condition, but his status has stabilized. More importantly, encouraging signs have appeared, including improved awareness, partial independent breathing, and the gradual return of sensation in his legs. These developments offer real, though cautious, hope. While the road ahead remains long, the progress seen so far has shifted the focus from immediate survival to long-term recovery. Treatment continues, and possible surgery and extended physical therapy may still be required. Recovery is expected to take time, patience, and consistent medical support. Still, the steady improvements reported by his family suggest that Aaron's strength and determination are playing a role alongside medical care. The situation closely echoes the central message of The Blind Side, the film that defined Aaron's career. That story emphasized overcoming hardship through compassion, perseverance, and the support of others. Today, Aaron finds himself on the other side of that message, relying on the care of doctors, the love of his family, and the encouragement of a wide community. The response from fans, colleagues, and supporters reflects how deeply that message continues to resonate. Those wishing to stay informed are encouraged to follow updates from reliable sources, including TMZ and the family's GoFundMe page, where verified information is shared directly. Continued support, whether through donations, messages of encouragement, or simple well wishes, remains meaningful to the family during this period, as many fans remember from The Blind Side. One line captures the spirit of perseverance that now surrounds Quinton Aaron's journey. "You don't quit. You don't give up." In that same spirit, supporters around the world continue to hope for his full recovery and a steady return to health.